I'm Dave Karger. This is the People and Entertainment Weekly video studio at the Toronto International Film Festival. I'm very happy to be here with the director and star of the new movie Allelujah, Richard Eyre and Bally Gill. Great to see you both.
And you.
Congratulations on being here. This is a movie that tackles the health system in the UK, the NHS. Why is there such urgency in your mind right now around this topic?
I think this is a global problem. The problem of healthcare and the problem of old people. And in our country, healthcare has always, or at least since 1945, when the National Health Service was introduced, which is intends to give care from the cradle to the grave, in the health of people. It's just that the resources, the demand gets bigger and bigger, and the resources don't increase. So there's a problem. But it's an issue in every country. In North America, or at least in the US, it's a massive and explosive issue. So it matters to everybody, whether it's privately, health care is privately provided or provided by the state and taxes. And the other issue, I mean, I'm afraid, and I'm acutely aware of it, old age just doesn't go away. And we are responsible, or should be responsible, for our relations, for our parents. And in our culture, it's less and less true that that children take care of their parents. So it confronts these two issues, but because it's initiated by Alan Bennett, it was from a play by Alan Bennett and adapted by excellent TV writer Heidi Thomas. It has a wit and a humanity that actually carries this narrative through, I find, with a great deal of passion and a great deal of humour.
Well, it's a terrific ensemble cast. I mean, Bally, you are an accomplished stage performer. If I'm correct, this is your first feature film. Yeah. Was it comforting to you to have other people in the cast like Derek Jacobi or Russell Tovey or Judi Dench who have also done a lot of stage work? Did that make you feel more at home?
Yeah, it did. And when Richard first told me who was going to be in it, and he just listed all of those names, and my initial thought was, wow, okay, so I'm going to have to up my game here a little bit. But as soon as we started to shoot and to film, everyone is so encouraging, lovely, wonderful, wonderful cast, insanely talented, and just made me feel really, really at home. And a lot of those performers are from the stage as well, so we had loads to talk about.
Obviously, Richard, a lot of this is in the writing, but it's amazing how you're able to balance so many different plot lines, so many different characters that oftentimes intersect. As a director, how did you make sure that all of the different characters and plot lines were getting enough time and attention?
Actually, on a movie, it's much easier than in the theatre. In the theatre, if you've got a cast of, I don't know, 12 or 15, it's really quite hard. You've got somebody over there you've got to look after, and somebody over there. But with the film, day by day, you're generally not dealing with all the principals all on one day, although there is one scene near the conclusion of the film where all the principals are there. So day by day you have a Judi Dench day, you have a Derek Jacobi day, you have a David Bradley or Russell Tovey day, or a Bally Gill day, although Bally was there most
Every
of the
day
time.
was Bally Gill day,
exactly.
probably.
And Jennifer Saunders,
right,
who has done a massive amount of filming over the years, but she's known exclusively as a comedy performer. And this is very much not a comic role, although she has an irrepressible wit, but she plays it with such heart and accuracy and humanity that you can't but care for the character. So, there are all these people, and I've now got to the age where I don't get, when I was young, I was thinking, oh my God, I've got X, and I'm going to, I did a film once with Dame Wendy Hiller, who was in the first film of Pygmalion, and I was terribly nervous about, and she put me at my ease because I gave her a note and she said, you know, I do want to be good in this. And basically that's what you have to believe, and I do believe about all good actors, that they want to be good, and so they want you to help them.
When I was watching the film Bally, I was thinking to myself, how special it must have been for you on the days where you were one-on-one with Judi Dench. That must have been great.
Yeah, I mean, I couldn't have asked for anything more, really. I just, it's kind of reflective of what was happening with the character. The character is very interested, my character, Dr. Valentine, is very interested in people, and in especially the elder patients. And he's constantly asking them questions and trying to learn as much as he could from them. And I felt very much like I was doing the same sort of art, imitating life a little bit. I was asking, you know, if it was Judy, or if it was about Shakespeare, or about theatre, or about life, or her experiences, or it just felt like every single day was like a masterclass for me. So I felt very privileged and quite lucky.
And Judy adored Bally.
Oh, you can tell in the performance. Richard, after working with Judi Dench on Iris and Notes on a Scandal, is she someone that you can just call and she'll always say yes to you?
Yes.
How nice. That must be.
I've known her, I'm 79. I've known Judy since I was 26, so work it out. Is it 53 years. I've known Judy, and she's been a friend, and we talk quite often, and she comes to stay, and we play games. She has a wicked sense of humour. I mean, she has this reputation, of course she's a national treasure, of being sort of genteel and demure. Nothing could be further than the truth. She's gloriously funny and jokey and rude. I mean, she loves a dirty joke.
Oh, I love her even more now. Let me finish with this. We're obviously not going to give anything away with this movie. People need to discover what happens for themselves. But the ending really took me by surprise. Without being specific, Bally, what was your reaction when you first either saw this production or read the script and saw the turn that it takes at the end? How'd you feel about it?
Yeah, well, when I first read it, it did come out as a bit of a shock, to be honest, because it's not, I don't think it was something, a twist that you were particularly going to see reading or watching it. And I had to read it again, actually. I ended up reading it a couple of times just to make sure that I'd understood it. But it is something that has happened, you know, in real life, real instances of it happening. So, yeah, without giving too much away, yeah, it is quite shocking.
It's going to surprise a lot of people, and the way the film is done, it's not even hinted at all. So well done. You surprised me, and you're going to surprise a lot of people. The movie is Allelujah. Congratulations, Bally and Richard. It's great to see you. Enjoy yourself.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And stick around for more coverage from the Toronto Film Festival all weekend long.